Hello everyone, welcome back. Since the next week has me working early in the morning again, those have been adding up quite a lot about the last few weeks. I'm going to make another live stream for the animation. I'm just gonna work here for like, I don't know, 45 to 60 minutes. Not really that much longer. And yeah, we're gonna go into the next set of the fight scene animation. So the Princess Knight character is definitely done for now. I'm not gonna bother you again with anything of that for now. And yeah, let's see. Last thing I did was the exchange, the fighter attacks, there's a few blows they exchange. And we are back at the start. So yeah, let's see where we head off with this. Let's see. We have two fighters. I do kind of want to get them back into the middle of the arena. Actually, let's see where they started. Okay, yeah, we have them quite off center, so I want to bring them back to the center a bit more, which means I should have the staff fighter attack. And now the fun fact to figure out which one is the staff fighter. This one is the staff fighter. We're just gonna have her have some really simple strikes for now. Like, we did some fancy footwork, we did some fancy fighting. We're going back to the basics. She's going in. I mean, let's be honest, the weak spot of the sword and board fighter is still the side with the sword, so this is where she would attack. Everything forward. This arm. Okay, and she is reacting a 30th of a second later. She's just gonna step back. want this global. Maybe don't stab yourself with your sword, lady. I heard that is a painful thing to do. And she's still gonna have the sword in a blocking path. Not blocking, that would be really stupid, just in case. The range is higher than expected. Local. This is something that I noticed, by the way. Here's a little tidbit of something that I noticed. Throughout the whole animation, whenever they raise their feet, they usually the feet, not in this case, okay, damn it, but usually the feet, when I animate the feet moving, here with her, check out this foot, the angle of the foot changes. Usually, if you walk, your foot isn't kept in the same angle as when it's on the ground, so there is an angle happening, which I have seen changes a lot of the animation. If you don't, like, you don't have to animate the foot angle, of course, but I learned that if you do, it looks more realistic, it looks more natural. Okay, she's gonna make a step back. Step is gonna be finished round about here. And we are going to locally angle the foot back into our regular 45 degrees standing on the ground. And of course, raising it above the ground. Okay, this all would be more forward, more upwards still. And I think she has her shield in front of her. Yeah, I'm really curious how the translation from Cascadeur to Death will be. I will definitely try to make the animation work in Cascadeur. I'm still very, very unsure how this will look when, because I have to translate the weapons and shields, so far, so the attachments as well, and I'm not sure how this will go. I think the staff will be the easiest because I can just parent it to one hand, have it run its course, and then render the second part with parented to the other hand. But yeah, we'll see how this works. I definitely know that the sword is not going to be a problem. The shield might be a bit more tricky because I have to make sure it doesn't clip through the body. I think I'll just slave it to the wrist instead. and make sure that it just stays on the wrist and doesn't clip. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. Anyway, hello, welcome. These staff fighters next. Stab. She tried to hit. Opponent evades. We are going back. And yeah, after this, I probably, I definitely will make more animations. But I definitely like next time I'm gonna do animations. I hope it's some video game animation where I can make just a few strikes and be like, oh, this is a combo. I'm done. This takes a lot of time. People who animate are not appreciated enough for their work. I'm not looking at any 3D fight scene anymore and be like, ah, cool. I'm like, how? How did you do that? How long did you work on this? Especially action anime or action movies are incredibly okay, let's see. Okay, the foot was already in the air, so she can actually step down. I should probably thinking about redoing the heal on this one before I make the animation. That's a 10-minute thing, and he's gone. Nah. Okay, she's probably also looking at the sword more directly. She's looking up, looking for a way to attack. Ah, I see. I need to turn this foot. Now it's a way better stance. Now it's details like this. Yeah. Okay. We're going to 360. Okay, we have And I'm already in this headspace where I don't talk again. Amazing. Okay. Counterattack by these swords fighter, sword fighter, swords fighter. Swords fighter. Yeah, as I said, speaking of multiple swords, this was my first idea for the Rose Knight that I made, like multiple swords. But in the end I just looked and was like, seems like a hammer. Seems like a hammer type of person. Let me check something. Okay. The weapon is slave to the right hand. Makes it easier for me because I'm right-handed. There she looks up. Sword. Not completely forward. Bit to the side. And angled. It's biting a bit, which is fine. Okay, this is a way more relaxed pose to hold this, and now we're gonna make sure that the staff is in the second hand as well, and we are good. Okay. Okay, now of course I have to grab both of these and adjust again against the sword. And by the way, the higher you block this, the better you block. Because if you put a block right here where the hand is, hello, welcome, you there's much more force applied, and even though there is more, what's the English word? You have more of a, you have more power in the tip of the blade, since the heaviest part is right where the grip is, where the handle is, where the guard is. This block is probably more effective at this point. Okay, she's gonna kick her off again. Like, let's check out how this looks if we animate this. It's just gonna be a second. Nice. Okay, she is going. Hello? Okay. How do we do this? Okay. I need this probably. And these. Come on. Okay. She's probably going down a bit, leaning a bit back. We're gonna activate this point and put this a bit back. She's actually leaning back. Animating the sword fighter who's pushing. This is also something that I can talk about in a second as soon as I've animated this. And I can show you on another part out of the scene what I mean. Okay, she's probably gonna lean in a bit, mainly applying. Actually, no, probably applying force here. Basically, what these few frames do is basically put a bit of weight behind this. If we're looking at this, okay, she's. I don't like that the staff is doing its own thing here. Let's look for the staff bone. Okay, basically what's happening here is there's an exchange, right? She's evading, which means there is no force applied, yeah? She's striking, she's evading, there is no force that applies to any of the characters. And now, if we go into a direct block, like even if you're strong, if you block something, it will hit and then there is force applied, so to dampen that force and not break your arms, you would go back a bit. And I have this actually somewhere here as well. A bit of a stupid thing, I admit. I wanted to have like sweep the feet and the fighter jump over her, but I couldn't finish that. But what happens is basically she hits the foot, and then like she doesn't. She has to put her foot back and prop herself back up, or the other character, the foot actually moves. Like, okay, she's actually okay. This is. Yeah, she's actually shoving the foot away. So force is actually applied. Like, there is no force, but it looks like there's force applied to this, which is kind of what we're going for. Okay. She blocks, is pushed back, and is deflecting the sword to the side. Now she has two options to deflect the sword. She can deflect to the left or the right. And since she wants to attack, she will probably try to deflect the sword to her right. To her left, so she has a clear line of attack, but she has to go for the shield. So we are at, yeah, I think 5 frames is fine. 5 frames is about a sixth of a second, so we're at 60 frames per second animation speed. I'm so glad I don't have to do frame by frame. I would go insane probably. Okay. People writing on Discord. Amazing. Right, deflecting. Which means for one you don't want your fingers cut off, so we're gonna grab these two. We're gonna copy them, and then we're going to... That's the left hand. Maybe she deflects... No, she deflects to the left. Okay, we're gonna lock the elbow in place. We're gonna rotate the arm upwards. Grab the... grab the staff, put it in place. Where's the staff? I am the bone of my sword. Oh my god, it's definitely an in-joke about animation. 99% sure. Okay. Okay, now what she's gonna do is she's gonna... lean back. We're gonna... she's gonna lean down with her whole body and actually rotate. Yeah, that's fine. Which makes the sword go downwards. But her hand would be too high for an attack, so I think I have to... she wants to strike. The head. She is definitely focused on a head strike. Already on the attack again. And now the sword fighter. Yeah, since force was applied. Ooh. She makes a whole shift. Now this is what happens. More or less, the force gets moved in different direction, but she's obviously noticing what her enemy is doing. Which means raising her shield. Okay, yeah, she's ready to block. Let's go a few frames forward. sword is back closer to the body. She's preparing for the next attack. Let's see how much she is moving. Okay. Would she move her feet? Let's say yes. This is the feet she's not standing on. Okay, what's happening with her feet? She is blocking. She's going in for the strike. What's she doing? Okay, she went in for the strike. Weapon is in front of the body again. We're gonna close the hand again, which means... Okay, this sadly doesn't work with copy-paste. I'm so sad. And I really don't like how the hand behaves, how the other fingers behave sometimes. Okay, this looks more like it. We're going to... Oh. We have to move the... thing again, okay. Okay, we're moving her whole weight over. She's gonna... Oh, she can't really step. She has to move this foot. Okay, let's go to local rotation again. And... this looks way more comfy with the foot. She moves it. Hello again. Welcome. we're going to 380. Local. Okay, she is stepping down again. Now she makes a full evasion move. She's basically currently she's hanging. We gotta rectify that. She moves around. She wants to be on the shield side. She doesn't want to be attacked. She's also forcing with closing the distance. She has a better weapon for this short of distance because she has 3 shorter pieces of weapon while the enemy has a longer blade. We're gonna relax this one. We're going to... Oh, come on. Not these. Okay. Okay, and all the okay, let's see how the animation actually looks before we do anything else. She strikes, she blocks. Okay, the staff would be oh, come on. The staff would be down, rotated. Oh god, come on, just thank you. Rotated, no. This basically forces another step back for the sword fighter, which is fine. Just trying to decide. Okay, I need to don't. Thank you. Okay, on which foot is the sword fighter actually standing? Let's check. Okay, she's standing on the left foot right now, which means she has to shift her weight. Okay, the weight is moved to the okay, we're gonna relax a few of the points. Much better. Okay, her weight is on her. The weight is shifted. Okay. The shield is way down because she actually can't see. She's just fighting on intuition right now. She doesn't really see the enemy before. Okay. And again, we're going to local and we're going to relax the angle of the foot. Okay, now we have a comfortable distance between the fighters again. Which means we have another good point to stop for today. Almost stop for today. I do wanna I see. I see my mistake. She would have the staff like this. Yeah, makes much more sense. Okay, and we are going to finish this by finishing the step of the sword fighter. We are at 380. Let's go with 387. That is fine. Local movement. No, I want actually this one to be up. This one to go outwards slightly. Oof, that looks very uncomfortable. This is roundabout where her weight. She's still kind of falling. Okay, what is she doing in this time? Probably also getting a better stance because her legs are stressfully unrelaxed. This one, okay. Let's see what we did today. Definitely not much. About a tenth of a second. Yeah, animation takes time. Who would have thought? Anyway, that's it for what I'm gonna do today. I probably will be back next week. In the middle of the week. I do have probably more time the next coming weeks, even though I have a morning shift because it's the summer vacation, or there's less to do at work, but we'll see. That's it for today. Thanks for watching, and if you have comments, if you have ideas, just let me know. Until then, stay healthy, stay safe. Good night. I'll see you guys around.